Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are going to do, I'm hoping, the final prime. We primed the body twice. Around the headlights, I repaired and fixed and made work. So now we got to reprime them again. So that'll be one prime on the headlight fix, because I'm just going to be priming it now. We have not primed this yet in here, so we've taken the hood off. So we're going to prime this. Is going to be one prime. I'm hoping that one prime on the inside of the fenders in this piece will be good enough. Basically, that's what I'm thinking. We'll just sand it off and paint. As long as it looks smooth, I guess that's what we'll go for. The outside has had 2 coats. The inside has had 1 coat. So I went around the inside with the 80 grit and knocked it off. And wherever it needed some, I put some on. So if there was any pits or bad spots or anything like that, I went in and fixed them, and I've sanded all the way around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-prime the inside of the door. So that'll be 2 coats or 2 primes for the inside of the doors. So yeah, I am priming it twice. I am sanding it and trying to fix all the stuff that I don't like. And then I prime it one more time, and then I'm painting after that. But all this stuff underneath here, I'm thinking should be painted first. And the trunk lid and the opening of the doors. But I have everything sanded and ready to rock and roll. I've even swiped this off a little bit right here to stick some more primer on there. And the reason I want more primer there is for when it comes time to block it out, I have the material there. I've noticed something up front. I'm going to have to do it. That's all there is to it. Before Doug left, Doug was in earlier, helped me get it taped up, helped me and Jolene tape up the front end, get that taped off. Don't want to get any overspray on the engine and stuff like that. But I have a seam right there. And Doug said, I thought I cracked it. And I said, well, no, you didn't. That's a seam. I don't like that seam there, to be honest with you. This piece here is laid on top of this piece. I think they're spot welded together. What I'm going to do is, no, that's fine, because that chrome was over top of it, I'm thinking. What? Yeah. Oh, what I was going to do was sand that off, fill that out so you couldn't see it, but my chrome's going to go over top. Got me. Alrighty. I was going to fix that, and I'm hoping that it does. All right, let's go for it. Let's get some primer rocking and rolling. This engine has been in the paint room for probably, I don't know, paint room, but 5 years. And when I say paint room, I painted 1 car in there in the last, it's been quite a while. But that's been in there for quite a long time. That is the engine I was going to use for Jolene's car, and then I got talked out of it, and you've seen the rest. I want to bring the bench in. Excuse me, sweetie pie. Oh, sorry. Come look at this, if you want. The inside of the car, Doug has got it all painted, and it looks absolutely awesome. Got some pieces in the back for it. The distributor come in for the engine. Where we're using that 3 2 barrels, it requires a smaller distributor in the back. And the reason being, I'm thinking that was used for when it had points, I guess, that intake, I'm thinking. Could be wrong, I could be right. All right. Looks good, doesn't it? I have some primer in here. I'll blow that off before I prime. In the bucket before when it was all done and it squished like that, it just falls out. Then I got the bottom to fall out. Look how thick that is. And that is just as hard as a rock, is it not, sweetheart? Like, it's hard, like that would hurt. But anyways, basically that's what's going on the car. If it's able to do that, it makes me feel good about things, I guess. We're going to use our feather fill. We're going to put some more on. Just splashed it in my face. I'm thinking that's a half a gallon there. spitting on me. Huh? Don't like that. So I'm going to prime the inside of the doors, underneath the hood here, and around the edge of the fenders, around the headlights, the two spears in the back, and a couple little places where I found some pinholes. It's always probably a good idea to stir your stuff. It really is. Yeah, I never even thought about that chrome doing that. That should be good enough, I'm hoping. And then I'll have some primer left for something else. We have the garnish moldings. They're all up front by Jolene's car. And they all need to be primed again. So me and Doug sanded them this morning, fixed any little places that we didn't like, and then it's back into priming again. So everything gets 2 primes. Or I'm putting 2 primers on it. One of these for every quart of primer. It's a pretty basic thing. I can do it, you can do it. From now on, not now on, but any pinholes that I get or that I see from here on out, I am going to take the primer and put it on my finger and squish it in the hole and make sure it covers it. It worked really good on that inside the door. I'm at that point where if there's any there, they're really tiny, so I'm just going to take my finger and make sure it goes in the pinhole. That's what I'm going to do. Got to get some thinner in the gun, spray it through, see if it's even going to work for me or not. I'm using a gun that Jolene bought me from Hiltz Auto. We got them when they were on sale. They're $15, and Jolene bought me a lifetime supply of them. So that's what I'm going to be priming the car with. That's what I'm going to be painting the car with. Is a $15 gun. Windex for pre-wash, and spray 9 for wax and grease remover. So all the stuff up front that Doug was wiping down yesterday, he was using spray 9 to wipe it all down, get the grease off it, sand it up, clean it up a bit. Got a lot of air pressure going on that gun. Got her turned right up. You can see when you got too much pressure, there'll be a hole in the center of the fan. See that? See that hole in the center of the fan? Got a fan going there, and there's kind of like a hole in the middle. Too much pressure. Turn her back a little bit. Fill that fan up a little bit. It'll spray on good. Just a $15 gun. I don't spend much time washing them out. I don't like that. Or not say I don't like that. It's just I don't like taking my time to wash the guns out. That's all. I do the spray and chuck program. Alrighty. I'm gonna get a rag and wipe that bad boy out. We had a little bit of foaming going on. Let's get a rag and wipe this out. So another thing I found out is, you know, we're working on changing these small blocks over that we have in the 50 and in the Hudson. We've changed them over to look old school. Like, you know, it's old school because the oils is fed in from the front. And I guess because you can't, you know, that's where you fill your oil. That's, I guess we know it's old school, and the manifolds. But in the distributor in the back, when you put the intake on, generally messes up where the distributor is because the distributor's too big. The cap is the electronic one that was in it. Then you have to go get a one that you have to use a coil with. It's a little bit smaller because this engine would be with points, which be a smaller cap. Just silly stuff. I didn't think Chev was like that, but I guess they all are. I'm going to pour this in, get ready. I don't use a filter for primer. You know, maybe I should, I'm not sure. But in all honesty, I'm sanding it. I'm going to be polishing it after anyway. So to me, if you got a little piece of something in it, or you get a little run in it, or get a little spot on you, you're sanding it off anyway. So to me, it does not bother me. I just dump it in and go for it. I need my mask. I want to shut down that door. Did you want in here or out there? Okay. We're going to haul this inside. It's heavier than it looks, isn't it? It is. Can you get by there now? You want to work quite fast with this primer. It seems to heal quite quick. It thickens up quite quick. Put my glasses on, see a little bit better. Jeez. I guess it was too full. Forgot to put the cover on. I suppose you noticed that. I really want to put the primer on heavy because I want that material to, what I've got stuff done there, I got some work done there, and I want that on there quite heavy so I got something to work with in the end. So I just kind of make sure that you know I'm piling it on because I'm going to use it up when I sand it. Gonna go around the other side. You want to get behind me? Actually, I'm getting in here and put it. Just going to get a piece of paper or something to hold in front of that so I don't get primer all over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to antique it. Door shut's good. Now, I don't want to shut the doors where I don't want to shut the doors where I got them open. So I'm going to open them and go past and do the headlights and pour more on. Do it again. And basically, I'm just going to do it again. I just don't want to close the door. I'm afraid the primer will stick where they got no. You understand my theory? I'm just going to put some more in it. Come on now. A little bit left. Yeah, I'm going to try to give it all another coat. Come on. heavy there, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll do this first. Just gonna see how much I got left. Spraying hard, is getting thick. I got a little bit left. I'm gonna go up by the headlights and fire that. Most of it. I think the inside of the doors are fine. I just saved the sill for the last. And I'm trying to put it on like as thick as I can up around the doors there. That's why I'm so close blowing it on. I'm getting it wet and heavy. I want material, is what I want. And basically if I can get it on without getting it all running and or looking like a mackerel, I should be fine. Just going to spray the rest of the primer on the headlights and build it up and see what I got. Going hard on me. Oh yeah, better now. I'm pretty much spraying on body fill right at the present moment. I got it wound right down tight to a small little arrow coming out. It's getting hard, it's getting thick on me, not spraying through. The 1/4 is a bit a bit small for the primer that I'm using. But I've got it turned right down to a small little pin coming out, and I'm just squirting it on for material. That's basically it. Trying to use it up. That's all I'm going to do for now. I've got 2 coats on. Well, basically everything that I sanded. I got lots on this here, I think. And I'm just piling it on there for material. Also with inside the doors, anything I'm priming, I'm basically wanting to pile it on. There's a few, I still see a few pinholes, and like I said, I'm going to come back in with, see that stuff there? I'm going to use that, and I'm going to do all the pinholes, basically. But I've got the inside of the door primed. They look good. Basically, I just sanded down with an 80, took off a little bit, so the primer should be Should be good, because there was still life in the primer that was underneath of it. I was just knocking it down so it's smooth. Looks decent. Got a little more material on those that help, you know, just make sure that I get them where I want to get them. Do you want to come up through there? So I still do have a little bit of primer left. We use 4 gallons of primer on this car. 2 gallons for the first 3 coats. That's over the 40-80 bodywork. Then we blocked it off with an 80 grit and tried to fix a bunch of pinholes and straighten it out a little bit better, because the sharper the paper, the straighter you get it. So we went with an 80 grit and straightened it out. We primed it again. We only use a gallon and a half, because it still had a lot of good surface on it. So now we're back into the inside, doubling up on the inside of it. We should be good to go. I'm thinking a guide coat after after we're done here, like after I'm done this right here, it should be a guide coat, a 220, a 400, and we're going to put a urethane on it. Just a single stage, All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. The car's looking really, really good. I mean, let's face it, I can keep going and going and going and going, but there is a point in time where you have to cruise on. Like Jolene said, just paint it. All right, everybody, have a great day. Come back tomorrow. Doug will be in tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but we showed you the primer process. Tomorrow we'll be guide coating, sand, and getting ready to paint. You know, that's where we're at. We're at the painting thing. Have a great day, everybody. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here.